So I have a question here, but I was asked to read this first so that there would be more understanding of the question. So this is from NIC, the diversity, and it says reaffirming advocacy and learning in support of social justice in marginalized communities. The Diversity Council supports the college's mission and dedication to the core value of diversity by providing resources, program, and dialogue that help build cultural competence, raise global awareness, and support social justice and ethical responsibility. As such, the Council supports local and national gatherings to give voice to the systemic and structural issues embedded in societal inequities, from Black Lives Matter to Water for Life. It admonishes acts of racism, structural inequality, and discrimination. As our society contends with immense challenges, our campus maintains its promise to be an arena of critical inquiry, engaged discourse, and thoughtful difference. We welcome and value empathetic perspectives and worldviews that uphold inclusive values, advocate for polyvocal community, and reinforce the commitment we have to the original inhabitants of our region. Our campus, community, and country are founded upon the plurality of thought and experiences to strengthen and build, not isolate or divide. The question that was submitted, and this is to all of our legislators. Did you know that our NIC tax monies are going to support Black Lives Matter? And do you approve of this? And if not, what will you do about it?
I was not aware that it was Black Lives Matter specifically. I have been made aware that BSU and even University of Idaho, and now it's disheartening to hear that NIC is involved, are putting forward these social justice efforts using taxpayer money. I do not believe that any of that is supposed to be what our education system is offering to our students. I don't think that it should be publicly supported by taxpayer money. We are giving taxpayer money to these educational institutions to teach our children and our young adults the important parts of their career needs, their basic education. Taxpayers' money should not be used to fund employment opportunities that are limited by, that are specified to someone of a certain race, gender, or any specific quality other than a person who is best qualified for that job. Now, the way that I connect Ward's bill, being connected to what we're seeing in our state colleges and community colleges, is that we are not inspiring or teaching our students that it is their ability, their skill, their knowledge, and their ability that will get them where they want to go in life, not the color of their skin or what gender they are or what their belief system in a certain thing is. They need to prepare themselves and be ready for their future in the best possible way they can. And I think that's what our tax dollars should go to help.
The reality is education ship sailed a long time ago, and we're in a flat indoctrination now, and that's part of what's taken our country. There was a new presidency opened up at Boise State, and we actually pushed back on the one that they had chosen for it, and so we have a different one, but there's still, the diversity stuff is still happening. I can tell you in the House Education Committee, many of us are aware of this, and we're fighting this. This is a hard battle. We've given a lot of ground to the enemy on this one, and it's hard to get it back. But we are trying. I guarantee we're trying. What can be done? The House controls the money. We do use a JFAC committee, both House and Senate. But basically, when push comes to shove, and the nuclear option for us would be to cut funding. And we did see funding. We did see funding bills fail. We voted down the higher ed budget. We did some things. We're sending a message, but but this, we have a long ways to go. This is difficult. I did not know about NIC. My son gave a talk a few years ago. He graduated from Boise State, and it was pretty well done. He was asked by the Women Republican here in Kootenai County to speak about his college experience. So he did a really good setup. He pointed to the California schools, and they have free speech zones in universities. Now the founders would have flipped. Now most of us didn't know that. I didn't know about NIC. But the founders would have flipped to know that they're actual small, very small too, probably about this size, and major universities in this country. Well then he set the hook and he said Boise State has the same thing, and they have a very small area that's a free speech zone. So free speech is not tolerated, which we all kind of know anyway, but it's not even tolerated in our college campuses. So we've lost ground. We're fighting, but we all need to fight this fight. The legislature can't do it alone. We need, this is what we need. We have a wonderful group turnout here today, but we all need to make our voices heard by our legislators, our governor, and everybody, all the school boards. We need to get involved in some of the school board elections. There's different things. School boards are local. The other question where we talked about when are the schools going to open up? Those decisions are local, and so the local school boards are going to make those decisions. So we need, if we want to make changes, we have to get involved. I'm in the legislature. I have kids and grandkids, and I'm very concerned about their future. So I'm involved, and I would challenge every one of you to do the same thing. Get involved, and we need to take our country back. And it happens at the local level. It happens in the school boards, and so we have to make those changes.
And one I'd like to tag on to Representative Mendiv's comment just a little bit, particularly when it comes to NIC, that's controlled by 5 local trustees. And that doesn't have to be stopped at the legislative level or stopped at the governor level. That can be stopped here. And for one of the few times that I can remember, we have an opportunity to take back control of the NIC board. And so your responsibility is to make sure every one of your friends knows that they need to get out and vote for Greg McKenzie and Michael Barnes for the NIC board.